Hello, I'm Helen. This is a demonstration of how to do Kurinuki. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. Apologise if you're Japanese and I've got it wrong. It's clay carving. I'm going to make, or hollowing out, I'm going to make 2 cups. Maybe not quite like these. I think I'll make a square tea bowl and a taller cup, which is round. So you can see various shapes there. You can even, if you're ambitious, go really big. That's several bits put together. Anyway, I'm going to start with some pieces of clay that I've weighed out, and they're about 1,500 grams each. There, just under, okay? And start by wedging them. And I've already done this one about 30 times. So that's to get all the air out. Okay. Then you begin to make a shape. So this one's going to be my tall round one. So I will roll it. I'm going to roll it into approximately a funnel shape, so a bit smaller at one end. Good way to flatten it is just to drop it on your board. That's going to be where I carve, so I don't mind about that end. And this end I'm going to carve the foot. So I will just smooth it out. Roll it a bit more. I want it to be about 12 centimeters high, which it is. Okay, maybe a bit smoother. Now the amazing thing about this technique is you can really easily do it at home with just a very few tools. You basically just need a metal kidney, a larger loop tool, and a smaller double-ended loop tool. That's your basic tools. But if you want to make different textures, I've got things you can press in to the clay. Maybe like this. All sorts of things. I made myself a kidney that has serrated bits by just filing with a needle file. You can also use a cutter that's either twisted or coiled, like this one. I have a box of tricks here with other tools that can all make impressions. Or sometimes I just get, this is my wooden axe, and just bash it. You can make all sorts of shapes, or you can use it to flatten it. So, just use your imagination. What am I going to do with this one? I think I'll leave those textures in and I'll put some more in later. But at the moment, just getting it to the stage where, first of all, I'm I'm going to carve out very roughly leaving a good thumb's width all round. At this stage it's really soft, it's just like it would come out of the bag. And don't go too deep either, because I'm going to make quite a big foot on this. It doesn't have to be beautiful, you're just hollowing it a bit so that it'll dry better. That actually will do me. So now I'm going to do the foot a bit. I like to do the foot now because it gives it a chance to harden and then it won't get so messed about when I'm doing the rest of the carving. So I'm just using a little penny. Actually, it's a carny token. And making a little hollow there. If you like, you can do this thing on top of a whirler, but there's no necessity to have a whirler. And then I'm going to take a loop tool and carve around it. This is my base, my foot. And I want it to be quite a tall foot. So I'm taking a good bit off there. And I quite like to leave the carve marks. I think they are attractive, but you could smooth it. This is just the first stage, so I'm just going to leave it like that. Yeah, I think so. I'm going to leave that to dry for 48 hours, just like that. The next one, I'm going to try and make square. So, kids have been at it, making it into a cube. Not a perfect cube, that would be boring. Okay, I'm going to use this new tool that I just got, which is a cutter with a spiral in it. Makes lovely shell textures. I hope they don't get too squashed as I turn it. Whether to leave that one like that. It's quite interesting. Sure, why not? Okay, and one last one. Right, now I'm going to turn it on the top and do the hollowing out. again, I'll leave a good thumb's width all the way around and not go too deep. Right, now gently turn it. Have I squashed my shell patterns? A little. Right, we are going to make a foot now. I'll do a square one. First of all, just make a little square in the middle. Don't worry, I'm going to refine this at a later stage. The clay is quite soft just now. Right, and then I think I'll take this twisted wire. It's not quite as fluted as the others. So I'm going to push down and pull towards me. Same here, push down, pull towards me. That's my foot. And that's also just going to sit for 48 hours before I start doing the rest. Back in 48 hours.